Hey everybody, today I plan on doing a book tag, and it is not one that has been created before. I made this one, and it is called Books on a Whim, and it's based off of the books that are in your library that you bought on a whim, whether because of the author, because of the cover, or because of the summary. So those are the three different categories. I have around 3 books in each, and so here I go. The first book that I bought on a whim because of the author would be Elixir by Hilary Duff. I loved her music and I loved her acting, and so I bought this book to see if she could write. And from what I can remember, I really enjoyed this book. The plot was amazing, captivating. It kept me on the edge of my seat till the end. There's a second book out called Devoted, but I do not own that book yet. I need to buy it, but I want to reread this book before I buy the second one because I cannot remember much of it. But a good book that I bought on a whim. The second book that I bought on a whim because of the author would be The Host by Stephenie Meyer. She obviously wrote the Twilight Saga, so that's why I bought this one. I thought that her second book would be, well, her second story would be as good as the first one, and it turns out it was better. So I really enjoyed that, and that was a good chance buy that I bought on a whim. The third book that I bought because of the author would be Linger by Maggie Stiefvater. It is the second book in the Wolves of Mercy Falls series, and I bought this one because I own the first one, but this one just didn't have the same effect on me that the first one did. The first one was definitely way better, but I still bought it on a whim because it was by her. So, yeah. That's an example of how buying books on a whim can be a bad thing sometimes. Okay, so we're on to the next category, which is books bought on a whim because of their cover. And the first one is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This was the only copy in Walmart at the time, and I just kind of saw it there sitting on the shelf, and it was kind of calling to me. This cover was just so beautiful, and I had to pick it up and see what it was about. But it was the cover that automatically attracted me to this book. And it turned out okay. Y'all saw my review. I kind of have mixed feelings on that one. The second book that I bought because of the cover would be Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I love this cover. It has the wolf right here, and like the leaves surrounding it, and the blood drop for the eye dot. I thought that was so cool. It's just a beautiful cover, and like the inside writing, the font, it's in blue. It's really cool. Just a beautiful book all over, in the story, in the cover, but yeah, the cover convinced me to buy it. Okay, the third book that I bought because of the cover is The Hunger Games, and this isn't really following the rules, but because it wasn't really the cover that first drew my attention to this book. It was because I was going through my Twilight phase, and Stephenie Meyer had her quote on the back saying that she recommended it. So it was actually because of another author, but still, it was on the book, so I would just call that cover. So if it weren't for Stephenie Meyer, I probably might have not read The Hunger Games, so yeah, that's kind of a good thing. Okay, so we're on to the third category, which is summary. The first book that I bought that I wanted to share with you guys is a book that I have not yet shown you guys, and I kind of want to keep it a surprise, but I will let you guys know whenever I do start talking about it that it was meant to go in this slot of the video. It's just a book that I really love so much, and I want to devote a whole video on it whenever I get it back. Someone has it and I'm letting them read it, but I will do a whole video on it to sing my praises about it. So technically the second book that convinced me to buy it because of the summary would be 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. And you're just reading the back of this, and it convinces you that you need to find out what those tapes say about Hannah Baker's life. I mean, try to read it and then not want to read the book. It's kind of difficult. I saw it once, didn't buy it, and then the next time I was at the store, I bought it because it was just leaving me in suspense, just that little blurb at the back. Okay, so the last book of this tag and the last book of this summary is I'd Tell You I Love You, But Then I'd Have to Kill You by Ally Carter. This is like my really old floppy copy. I really looked at the back, and I read it, and I'm like, it's a book about spies. Who wouldn't want to read about that? So this book introduced me to Ally Carter and her brilliance. Okay, so that's my books on a whim tag. I tag everybody who sees this video. Please, if you want to do it, do it. Leave a video response so I can see your hear your answers. Subscribe and thumbs up if you like buying books on a whim. Thumbs down if you don't like buying books on a whim. There are pros and cons to both. So have a good day, and I will see you next time.